You are now listening to the Going OB Golf Podcast.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Going OB Golf Podcast. This is episode 17. I don't tend to date my episodes usually, but we are in November, or MOVEMBER as they have in the UK, which is a big month for men's health. So I reached out to Rikki, who is on Instagram as ForeHeadsGolf, when I came across his handle a couple of weeks ago. He has a very important message, and he's trying to do some really good work around men's mental health and in the golf space in particular. So Rikki was good enough to jump on with me this morning. Without further ado, I'm going to take you to the conversation I had with him. So this is very important. We really need to get men in particular talking about mental health, and there's no better place than on the golf course. So please share this episode with anyone you think could benefit from it. And don't man up, speak up. Morning, Rikki. Thanks for taking time on a Saturday morning to jump on here and speak to me on the Going OB Golf Podcast. I came across your Instagram when I was down a bit of an Instagram rabbit hole a couple of weeks back, and I thought, this is a guy I need to get in touch with and somebody I need to speak to. It's probably a really important episode to put out, with this being November, or Movember as we call it, hence my sad attempt at a little moustache here, which I have made an attempt, and I've taken some amount of stick for, and my wife doesn't like, but if it brings awareness to men's health and men's mental health, then it's all for it. So
yeah, if I would shave mine, but I've got a little double chin to hide, so I'll try and keep my beard there.
Is that how you do it? Right, okay. See, I've got this wee bit of double chin, but I'm not. I'm a bit follically challenged, so it's difficult for me to grow a full beard. I actually had to start my Movember moustache in September, just so that I had something.
You don't go outside when it's windy, then.
No, something to show for it. So yeah, like I say, thanks very much for taking time. I know you're a busy man on a Saturday, and you'll be out the door soon. So I just want to get you on because I think your message is very important. So, ForeHeadsGolf. Give me a bit of a background and what you're up to.
So, start off with me. I only started playing golf just after COVID. Obviously, we all know the old pandemic situation wasn't good for everyone's mental health, but especially men's mental health, being locked up indoors, etc. So I started playing golf, and it massively helped me connect to some of my mates who I have a little group down where we live, a little WhatsApp group, and it's about 30 odd of us in this chat, and we all go out and play golf with each other, put on there when we're playing, etc. And it really helped getting everyone out, especially after COVID, being locked up with their own thoughts, suffering. And there's a few people in there that have been through some real bad episodes. And it really helped getting them out on the golf course, talking about some things, not necessarily talking about what they was going through, but just 4 hours on a golf course, fresh air with some mates, having a bit of banter, having a laugh. So yeah, and then we started doing that, and then I thought, there's something here that can be done more out of my little group, because as we're aware, like the stigma that is against men's mental health at the moment needs to be nipped in the bud. It's got so far now. I think that it's something needs to happen. I'm just a little drop in the ocean, but I thought if I could get out there and help certain people, one person, two people, whatever, etc. So that's what I thought. So I thought I'd set up the golf channel with my friends just to start off with, see how it went, and yeah, here we are. So it's going okay.
That's good. And I know you're saying you're a small drop in the ocean, but you're doing something. And in this kind of world where a lot of people are kind of self-obsessed and everything, a lot of the times it's just about me. It's good when somebody does kind of step up and do something. So for a while now, I've been a big advocate in my kind of day job. I've come across people who have needed to talk to someone, and it can be very difficult to put them in touch with the right type of organisations. There's organisations out there that can help, but they're really busy, and trying to get people kind of appointment times or to see the right type of specialists. And sometimes folk don't want to speak to a specialist. They probably rather would speak to, you know, a like-minded individual. I'd like to think that if my friends had an issue, they could come and speak to me. You know, like I'm open enough to let them come and have a chat. And if there's something I can do to help, then I would do. And as you said, and we had a quick discussion off camera, like golf is brilliant for that, because we all talk about the latest equipment and what's going on with Rory and who's divorcing who and who needs to be getting paid more money, but nobody actually says, look, I'm struggling here and I need somebody to talk to. I need a shoulder to cry on, effectively. They just kind of bottle things up, and men in particular. Now, this happens for females as well, but I can tell you that firsthand, I have seen that females will engage and they will speak. They will take the help that's offered to them, but there is this macho kind of, like, I'm all right, I don't need to speak to somebody.
I've been like that on you know, and it is you keep it all inside. You're trying to provide for a family, you know, you're career driven, and you focus on a thing. So it's easy for us just to go, no, I'm okay, I'm good. And that's it's not healthy.
No, it's not. I seen you on your Instagram page yesterday. I'll make sure all the links are on, and we'll discuss it in a minute. You can get that out there. But I just want to read something that you put up yesterday. So 76% of suicides are men, with suicide being the biggest cause of death for men under 35. Yet men are less likely to access psychological therapies than women. That is true. I've seen that firsthand, right? We do need to end the stigma and break the silence, and do not man up. It's time to talk. So I read that last night and I was like, that is absolutely bang on. This case of, man up, get on with it, don't talk about these things. No, you need to open up, and you need to show a bit of vulnerability now and again and say, look, I am struggling, I do need help. And I think, as you said, you kind of identified that, you know, on the golf course, you're with someone or a group of guys for 3-4 hours. Slip that into the conversation. You know, how you doing, mate? Everything all right? How's work going? Because that might just be the wee catalyst that gets somebody to say, yeah, I am struggling and I need a bit of help.
Yeah, the biggest thing, the word that I hate is man up.
Yeah.
Let's say when I was younger, it was my era was just a typical. You go out, you play football, you go play on the streets. There was no social media. None of that, and
the good old days.
The good old days, But it was a typical of a man up. Oh, get on with it, you know. And I think now over the years, that's had a massive knock-on effect to men. And social media don't even help the situation nowadays with certain things. But that word "man up," no, I really don't like it. It's no one needs to man up.
No.
Men just need to talk, and I'm the same with you. I like to think my close friends that know me, they know I would bend over backwards to help any of them, no matter what time of day it is. If I had the phone call, and they needed me, that's what I'd like to think. And I think everyone should have that person or people that they can do that with, really.
Yeah, and strangers as well. And I hope that, like, us having this bit of a conversation here. I mean, as I said, I was down an Instagram rabbit hole. I found your page. I reached out to you and I said, me and you need to have a conversation about this. We need to let more people know about it. And we've set it up and now we're talking. So I hope it does show that it is easy. You can just take that wee step and get in touch with people, get in touch with you guys. And as I said, I'll post some other links later on to charities and stuff that can help out. But I don't ever say that I'm not an expert. I'm not one of these qualified like psychologists, whatever. I'm not an expert, but what I would probably say that not an expert at, but what I'm good at is listening, having a shoulder to any of my mates, and that's all people need. That's all us men need. We like you said in that stat. There's a lot of men won't go and book with a psychologist or etc. to have a chat with someone, because they think that's not what a man should do.
So why not come and have a chat with a mate or me? I've had people on my Instagram that I've never even met before from all around the UK message me, and have said to me, yeah, I suffer from this, etc., etc. And I'm not an expert to say what to do. I don't know your situation. I don't know what you're going through, etc. But if you want to message me and chat to me about it, that's fine. Like if that gives you that little bit of relief that you've opened yourself up to someone, then by all means, I'm happy with that.
No, and that, as I said, sometimes that's all it takes. It's just that wee leap of faith to be like, yeah, I will just reach out. Yeah, I would definitely encourage people to get in touch with you. So what's the plans for the future then? What are you looking to do with ForeHeadsGolf?
So obviously the plan is to get men's mental health awareness out there even more. I know it's got a lot better with people trying to do stuff about it, like say like the MOVEMBER and etc. But my plan, what I would like to do is, obviously I have to grow the channel a little bit more because we haven't been doing it very long. But the plan is, I like running golf competitions. I do it quite a lot down here with all my pals. We had one the other day. I don't know if you see on my Instagram, with some other influencers and that come down. We've put all over YouTube and Instagram, etc. And we had just on a random day, it was a last minute thing. 24 people turn up. So if I can grow that and travel around the country, going to local courses or setting up something at a nearby course and people can travel to it, that's what I would like to do. I want to grow the awareness of it and basically try and set up some really, really good and big golf days for men and women. Women are allowed to come, of course, but for men that want to come and talk to other men that they find it probably easier because they don't really know him. If they want to come on their own or if they want to come with friends, and just have a chat and have a laugh and open up, really. Yeah, that's the plan. I want to go around the country. I don't want to just stay in my place and want people to come to me. I'm happy. I want to travel around and go from there.
No, I think it's a great idea, and as I said before we got started there, more than happy to have you up here. So let's try and do some bits and pieces over the next couple of months and get some stuff set up for the summer and give people a bit kind of prior warning, and we'll get some events and we'll try and get some guys out there and playing golf and talking.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the whole plan. And why not make the most of playing golf as well?
Yeah, exactly. How's your golf? Just what's your handicaps?
My handicap's 15 at the moment. So again, we're not the best handicappers, the best golfers, I say. We've got a mixture. We've got some lower handicappers, we've got some higher handicappers, but again, it's not about watching the good golf. It's the laugh. I have more of a laugh with people that are higher handicappers than I do if I go and play with some of my friends that are low handicappers, because funnier things happen.
It is a different vibe. I'm the same. I've got a right mixture. Good group of pals as well. So you do obviously get the banter and stuff like that, but I think it is because it's unexpected when you're playing with the high handicap. I'm a 17, so when you're playing with the high handicappers, anything can happen. When you play with the low handicappers, it's like fairway, green, sink the putt, move on. Whereas we can be in and up tree. I played last week and I hit a tree square on and the ball just disappeared. Never seen it. It's either gone up the way, it got stuck, or it's imploded when it's hit the tree. So
I uploaded a video this morning of a little 4-hole match with a local lad, Tommy. He won't mind me talking about him, but we went and played a little 9-hole the other day, and while we was walking around, we was having a little chat, and he said to me, my mum said to me, I'm not myself. I'm feeling a bit down. He's been through a lot in his life with some of his family members. Sadly, committing suicide and that, and he's been through a lot. And he said to me the other day, he said, just this 9 holes with a bit of fresh air was absolutely fantastic. Yeah, he had to go because he had to go to a college course, but he just wanted to stay out and play golf. And do you know what? You can see it I could see it in his face as well. He's a lovely lad, and you can see it in his face. He had a big smile. We got the camera out. I said, "Come on, let's have a little 4-hole match," and we had a good laugh. And for that couple of hours we was there, his mind was free, having a laugh, having a banter, and it really helped him.
Yeah.
But yeah, regarding that match, as you say, we're hitting a tree, and then I think it was the first hole that happened to me. Very first shot. I said to him, I called it as well. I said, I'm going to hit that tree, and bang, hit the tree. We couldn't find it anyway, so like it just disappeared.
Yeah. It's another one donated to the golf gods, I think.
But it's things like that. Like he's, I think he's an 18 handicapper. He's a bit of a bandit, and it was a real close match the whole way. And we was hitting some real bad shots, and then the next thing we was hitting some absolute blinders that you think, hang on a minute, I need to be on TV hitting these shots.
Get that camera set back up.
Yeah. But yeah,
Cool.
that's what happens with all of us. Is some good golf, some bad golf, but we're not pros. We're not here to compete. We're here to have a chat, have a good time, and that's it.
No, that's great. Right, just to quickly plug your Instagrams and your YouTube channels just now. Just put them out, and then I'll note the links later on. I'll get them on the description. But
yeah, so our Instagram, and YouTube is just ForeHeadsGolf, and TikTok as well. So ForeHeadsGolf.
Cool, and they can reach you. They can reach you there, and
yes, they can reach us.
You will. Yeah, you'll do your best to get back to them. Like I said, you were really quick when I messaged you to say let's get a chat. You're straight on it. So.
I do, especially with Instagram. I'm more active with Instagram. But yeah, I say people have dropped me messages and that before, and I do try and get back as quick as I can. And if anyone just say, I'm not an expert, I'm not a psychologist or anything like that, but I'm a man that's been through stuff and has a bit of expert advice on it, basically. Yeah.
Sometimes there's no experience for kind of lived experience, So you've been through it, you can just pass a wee bit on to someone else, and then they pass that on. You get a good snowball effect from there. So listen, thanks again for jumping on, and I appreciate you've obviously got a busy Saturday, but we'll
thank you for inviting me on this. It was good.
No, good. Absolutely, and we'll get some work together somewhere down the line. Yes. We'll get a swing at some point.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be. I'd love to come up to your way and have a round of golf and whatnot, and get some content and video, and go from there.
Perfect. Let's do it, Ricky. All right. Take care.
Brilliant, Craig. Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Bye.
So there we go. That was the chat with Ricky. He's on Instagram at ForeHeadsGolf. Like I touched on there, I messaged him one night while I was sitting saying, I think you've got a very important message here, and we need to share this. Came straight back to me. We got something set up, and we're able to get a chat. We will continue to keep in touch with him, and we'll look to try and organise some events with him up here in Scotland and anywhere else in the UK that fancies hosting. We will continue with that kind of partnership going forward into next year. Please jump on Google and type in men's health in your area to find the best service for you. Just with the dark nights coming in as well, and it's now getting dark in the UK about 4 o'clock, so people are not going to tend to be on the golf course as much at night time. But please give your pal a shout, ask them up to the driving range, go check in with them, even if it's just a bit of online gaming, whatever the new Tiger Woods or 2K game is that's out. Please keep in touch with each other over the winter months. Get out playing as much as you can, and as I said at the beginning, we don't like the phrase man up. Nobody should have to man up, but we can all speak up. So please take on board something you've heard today, and if you feel there is somebody that could benefit from it, please share this podcast, and let's get men talking. Cheers, guys.